When your clay pots are bone dry, place them in a larger bucket or tub filled with water and let them soak for about 30 minutes. This allows moisture to gradually seep through the porous clay and rehydrate the soil and roots more evenly. To prepare raised garden beds for planting, clear any weeds, loosen the existing soil, and fill the bed with a nutrient-rich mix of topsoil, compost, and organic matter. Level the surface, water it lightly, and let it settle before planting. Yes, tomato cages can be used for cucumbers, especially bush or compact varieties, as they provide sturdy vertical support. This helps improve air circulation, keeps the fruit off the ground, and makes harvesting easier. Plant poblano pepper seedlings 18 to 24 inches apart in compost-enriched, well-draining soil at the same depth as in their containers. Water thoroughly and place stakes 2 inches from the stem for future support. Tomato cages keep plants upright, prevent sprawling, and reduce fruit rot by improving air circulation. They also make harvesting easier and protect tomatoes from pests and damage. Plant cucumber seedlings in a large container filled with well-draining soil, placing the seedlings at the same depth they were in their nursery pots. Insert the tomato cage around the seedling immediately after planting to provide sturdy support for the cucumber vines as they grow. The black area between the stem and branch isn't caused by rot or disease. It's anthocyanin pigment. This is completely normal and more common in hotter pepper varieties. Tomato cages should be placed with the wider end at the top, allowing room for the plant to grow and spread. Secure the cage around the seedling early so the vines have support as they climb. Tomato cages are better for bushier, determinate varieties as they support the plant from all sides with minimal maintenance. Stakes are better for taller, indeterminate types, offering vertical support but requiring regular tying and pruning. Bees are vital pollinators that help plants grow fruits, vegetables, and seeds. Without them, many crops and ecosystems would struggle to survive. Indeterminate tomatoes often form root primordia along their stems, showing ongoing growth potential. Determinate types develop fewer or none after maturity, reflecting their limited growth and fruiting cycle. Blossom end rot is a common tomato problem caused by calcium deficiency, often triggered by inconsistent watering, and shows up as dark, sunken spots on the bottom of the fruit. Affected tomatoes should be removed, and the issue can be fixed by watering consistently and adding mulch to retain moisture. Cherry tomato plants mature faster and produce fruit continuously until the first frost, thanks to their smaller size and larger growing season. So if you want non-stop tomatoes all season long, cherry tomatoes are the way to go. Bell peppers are the only peppers that don't produce capsaicin, the compound that makes other peppers spicy. A special recessive gene blocks its production, which is why bell peppers taste sweet instead of hot. Roma tomatoes are strongly tied to Italian cuisine, where they are prized for sauces and canning. But despite the name, they aren't originally from Italy. They were developed in the US in the 1950s as a hybrid variety. The best fertilizer for plants experiencing calcium deficiency is bone meal, a natural source rich in calcium and phosphorus. It breaks down slowly, providing long-term support for healthy root and fruit development. The best fertilizer for pepper plants is a balanced or slightly phosphorus-rich formula, such as Dr. Earth's 463, to support healthy root and fruit development. Apply it every 6 weeks during the growing season for maximum yield. The most common reason pepper plants wilt is underwatering, which causes the leaves to droop due to lack of moisture. Ensuring consistent soil moisture usually helps the plant recover quickly. Fertilizer tea delivers nutrients faster by steeping the fertilizer in water, allowing quick absorption through roots and leaves. Mix 2 tablespoons per gallon, steep for 24 hours, and apply as a soil drench or foliar spray every 2 to 4 weeks. Water pepper plants deeply every 5 days, letting the soil dry slightly between waterings. In hot or dry conditions, check the soil more often. Plants may need extra water to avoid heat stress. My favorite plants to recommend for beginners in the spring are those that are self-pollinating and heat tolerant. That's why I suggest everyone grows peppers and tomatoes in their first spring garden. Bone meal is a natural fertilizer made from ground-up animal bones, typically from cattle. It's rich in phosphorus and calcium, which helps support strong root development and flowering in plants. Cucumbers thrive in hot climates because they grow quickly and produce best in warm soil and consistent sunlight. Their heat-loving nature makes them ideal for summer gardens, especially with regular watering. Cucumber leaves are rough due to tiny, stiff hairs called trichomes that help protect the plant from pests and excessive moisture loss. This texture also deters animals from eating the leaves. Harvest bell peppers when they are firm, glossy, and full-sized, usually 3 to 4 inches, depending on the variety. For the sweetest flavor and richest color, wait until they fully change to red, yellow, or orange. Tomatoes crack when they absorb water too quickly, often after heavy rain or irregular watering, causing the skin to split as the fruit expands. Consistent watering helps prevent this by reducing sudden changes in moisture level. You can harvest tomatoes when they are orange if they've started to soften and are close to full ripeness. They'll continue to ripen off the vine at room temperature, developing full flavor and color. Cherry tomatoes grow in bunches because they develop on flower clusters called inflorescence, where multiple flowers and later fruits form along a single stem. This growth pattern is a natural trait of indeterminate tomato varieties, maximizing yield and space efficiency. It's common for the bottom leaves of pepper plants to drop due to age, low light, or mild transplant shock, just part of their natural cycle. As long as the top growth looks strong and new leaves are forming, there is no need to worry. Zipper marks on tomatoes are caused by fused flower parts or slight genetic quirks that create scar-like lines along the fruit's skin. They're purely cosmetic and not harmful, so there's no need for concern. The little tentacles wrapping around your cucumber trellis are called tendrils. They help the plant climb by curling around nearby supports, giving the cucumber vine stability and better access to sunlight, making them perfect for vertical growing. Tomatoes can struggle to set fruit when daytime temperatures constantly exceed 90 degrees, especially if nighttime temps stay above 70 degrees. Once established, tomatoes can tolerate up to about 95 degrees, but may still have reduced fruit set in prolonged heat. High heat interferes with pollination, causing blossom drop and fewer fruits. The best part of gardening is enjoying the fresh, delicious food you grew with your own hands. There is nothing more satisfying than tasting the fruits of your labor straight from the garden. To prevent overwatering peppers, water only when the top inch of soil feels dry to the touch. Ensure pots have good drainage and avoid letting the plants sit in standing water. The little spikes at the bottom of your cucumber plant are likely adventitious roots trying to grow where the stem touches soil or stays moist. These roots help anchor the plant and absorb nutrients and water if conditions allow. Plants wilt in the sun when they lose water through their leaves faster than their roots can absorb it. This temporary drooping helps reduce water loss until the plant can rehydrate. Baking soda helps prevent fungal diseases like powdery mildew and can deter pests due to its mild alkalinity. To use it, mix 1 tablespoon of baking soda with 1 gallon of water and a few drops of organic soap. Then spray on affected plants weekly.